Let's proceed to the emotions and talk about joy. A normal state of joy is obviously not in itself a cause of disease. On the contrary, it is a beneficial mental state that favors a smooth functioning of the internal organs and the mental faculties. The simple questions in chapter 39 says, joy makes the mind peaceful and relaxed. It benefits the nutritive and defensive chi, and it makes chi relax and slow down. On the other hand, in chapter 2 of the simple question says, the heart controls joy. Joy injures the heart, and fear counteracts joy. Here is a clinical picture of joy. And joy can cause palpitations, overexcitement, insomnia, restlessness, talking a lot. The tongue will have a red tip, and it makes the heart larger. The pulse will be overflowing empty on the left front position. What is meant by joy as a cause of disease is obviously not a state of healthy contentment, but one of excessive excitement and craving that can injure the heart. This happens to people who live in a state of continuous mental stimulation, however pleasurable, or excessive excitement. In other words, a life of hard playing. As indicated earlier, inordinate cravings is an aspect of emotions, joy, and it stirs up the minister fire, which overstimulates the mind. Joy in the broad sense indicated above makes the heart larger. This leads to excessive stimulation of the heart, which in time may lead to heart-related symptoms and signs. This may deviate somewhat from the classic heart patterns. The main manifestations would be palpitations, overexcitability, insomnia, restlessness, talking a lot, and a red tip of the tongue. The pulse would typically be slow, slightly overflowing but empty on the left front position. Here is an illustration of the effects of joy. It can cause excessive stimulation, excessive craving, a sudden joy, and overexcitement. Joy can also slow down qi and result to heart qi deficiency. Joy may also be marked out as a cause of disease when it is sudden. This happens, for example, on hearing good news unexpectedly. In this situation, joy is akin to shock, although the former makes the heart larger and the latter smaller. Fei Bo Sheng in Menghemen Medical Collection of Four Doctors says, joy injures the heart and it causes yang qi to float and the blood vessels to become too open and dilated. In these cases of sudden joy and excitement, the heart dilates and slows down and the pulse becomes slow and slightly overflowing, but empty. One can understand the effect of sudden joy further if one thinks of situations by excitement of suddenly hearing good news. Another example of joy as a cause of disease is that of sudden laughter triggering a heart attack. This example also confirms the relationship existing between the heart and laughter. One can also understand joy as a cause of disease by observing children. In fact, in children, joy and overexcitement often ends in tears. The best way to understand why joy features in Chinese medicine is in relation to the three major Chinese religions, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. All these three religions, or rather philosophies, for different reasons, consider desire and craving as the chief roots of emotional problems. For example, the Taoists shunned social relations and advocated following the Tao, absence of desire or wu yu, and non-action or wu wei. They felt the desire would stop one from following the Tao. The Buddhists considered desire as the root of human suffering. According to them, our very existence begins out of desire and craving when the mind is in the bardo state. The period after death and before the next reincarnation is attracted by the warmth of a womb and it reincarnates. Later in life, desire causes our mind to try to grasp objects like a monkey sways from tree to tree. Finally, Confucianists believe that the true gentleman, a mistranslation of the term Junqi, that actually applies to both men and women, is not steered by emotions because emotions cloud his or her true nature. So to summarize, joy is a normal state. In a normal state of joy is obviously not in itself a cause of disease. What is meant by joy as a cause of disease is obviously not a state of healthy contentment, but one of excessive excitement and craving that can injure the heart. Joy makes the heart larger, and all three major Chinese religions, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism, for different reasons, consider desire and craving included under joy as the chief root of emotional problems. Thank you for your attention.